armchair.
There's something kind of about a kid that's never played baseball.
You can't drink like me, you can't smoke like me. So don't try and be like me. Let's party together.
Baseball is a beautiful thing. It's more beautiful in an old park. It's asymmetrical and quirky. But even in a dome with artificial turf, it's beautiful. The way the field fans out, the choreography of the sport, the pace and rhythm of it, the fact that that pace and rhythm allows for conversation and reflection and opinion and comparison.
In right field, the crowd is tormenting Strawberries, singing, Darryl, Darryl. Little roller up along first, behind the man. It gets through Buckner. Here comes Knight, and the Mets win.
And there's a fly ball deep to left. It's on its way. There it goes. And the Yankees are going to the World Series. Aaron Boone.
Ground ball stabbed by Polk. He has it. He underhands to first for the first time in 86 years. The Red Sox have won baseball world championship. Can you believe it?
It's a pastime, something you do. It's entertainment, something you watch. And it's a shared experience, something you talk about and read about. But you can apply those same three criteria to other things. What makes baseball special is that it's the best game that's ever been devised.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy.
Sure as God made green apples, someday the Chicago Cubs are going to be in the World Series.
A little bouncer slowly toward Bryant. He will glove it in front of Rizzo. It's in time. And the Chicago Cubs win the World Series. Cubs win. What a lucky break. The good Lord wants the Cubs to win.
How can you not be romantic about baseball?
If baseball is about caring, about loyalty and rivalry.
Braves fans are on their feet hoping for some kind of a bleeder or a seeing-eye single. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Fastball hit high and deep down the right field line. It's going back, back, back. Is it fair? Is it zip, boom, bam, it's gone. Ram-a-lam, ding-dong, a 3-run shot, and your Atlanta Braves have taken a 1-1 lead. She's gone, baby!
There's a very peaceful thing. It was created and played in pastures and meadows. There's grass, there's outdoors, there's everything that people thought was American and feel about America. You get in a ballpark, and it's the wonder of walking through that dark tunnel and seeing a huge open space where men play the little boy's game.
I believe in the Church of Baseball. I've tried all the major religions and most of the minor ones. I know things. For instance, there are 108 beads in a Catholic rosary and there are 108 stitches in a baseball. I prefer metaphysics to theology. You see, there's no guilt in baseball, and it's never boring. It's a long season and you gotta trust it. I've tried them all, I really have. And the only church that truly feeds the soul day in, day out is the Church of Baseball.
Touch 'em all, Joe. You'll never hit a bigger home run in your life.
High fly ball into right field. She is gone.
Swung line drive left field. 1 run is in. Here comes Reed. Here's the throw to the plate. He is safe.
You're in Braves country. If there's a bigger thing going on right now, I don't know what it is. We're down to one strike here. Gurriel, the last hope for the Houston Astros. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Swung on, bounced over to Dansby. Dansby fires it over to Fuss. And here comes the dog pile. Fire the cannons in the battery. Do the chop all throughout Braves country. Pop that top. Your Atlanta Braves have won it all.
Here's a list of the players we'll be inviting to camp.
I never heard of half of these guys. And the ones I do know are way past their prime.
Most of these guys never had a prime.
This guy here is dead.
Cross him off, then.
The local press seems to think we'd save everyone a lot of time and trouble if we just went out and shot ourselves.
We got uniforms and everything.
You know, you might think about taking Jesus Christ as your savior instead of fooling around with all this stuff.
I like him very much. He no help with curveball.
You trying to say Jesus Christ can't hit a curveball?
But I'll tell you, these fans are great. Listen to them. Hey, way to go, Rick. Oliver Ohio loves you. Come on, baby. Come on, Ricky. Come on, Ricky.
The game doesn't stink. It's a great game.
You know, one of the best things about being an ex-big leaguer is getting freebies to the game. Call the front office, bingo. And once these fans recognize me, I probably won't even have to pay for my light beer. I love them. Good seats, huh?
You're in the wrong seat, buddy. Come on.
Oh, I must be in the front row.
Come on.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. We direct your attention now to home plate.
Please remain standing. We call your attention to our fans here today. They will be jointly directed. And now, another fixture. Our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight for the ramparts we once were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
At this time, ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to introduce today's teams as participants in this historic game.
Play ball!
To left center. Good seats, hey, buddy. He missed the tag.
To left center. Can Andrew catch up with it? A diving catch ends the game!
Hit to deep right center field. Andrew Jones. Oh, good night. That's why that man's a Gold Glover. I mean, that saved 3 runs.
Where Singles Would Go to Die by D.M. McGee, 2024. He'd lean forth an inch, closer and closer. We all came to see 25. Our pitchers were fearless, on the hill with no worries, backed by the greatest center fielder alive. Into the gap? Ha, that's a laugh. Jones was faster than light. Andrew would dart more like an art, the crowd oohing and awing with sighs. Bombs from the plate, speed on the base, a swing and a smile and big fly. But we came to gaze, and were always amazed, where singles would go to die. Where Singles Would Go to Die by D.M. McGee, 2024.
Eat your heart out, Willie Mays.
Exactly. That's a tougher play than Willie Mays made.
Darn tootin'.
Hey Braves Country, Mac McGee here for American Rebel Beer. America's patriotic light lager, all natural ingredients. Stand tall, be proud. The perfect beer to celebrate life, liberty, and your pursuit of the American dream. America's patriotic light lager, offering a crisp, clean, bold taste. Perfect beer to celebrate life, liberty, and your pursuit of the American dream. A beer with only 110 calories that tastes like a full-flavored beer and celebrates like freedom.
armchair.
On a beer? 7 o'clock in the morning. Scotch?
Hey, howdy, hi, and how the hell are you? Welcome to October, boys and girls, here on Braves Country Radio. You're listening live as we march closer to crowning a champion for 2025. I'm Mac McGee. It's time to put it all aside and get ready for what should be a great day in Major League Baseball. We'll go over the lineups as the game goes on. Make sure to like and subscribe and become a member today. Jump in the chat. Tell us where you hail from. His roll call is on the way. Buckle up, boys and girls. It's time for pitch by pitch, play by play, the classic call of Major League Baseball.
Get this bus moving.
Stop.
Come back.
Too late.
No. Yeah.
Hey, Braves Country, Mac McGee here for American Rebel Beer. America's patriotic light lager, all natural ingredients. Stand tall, be proud. The perfect beer to celebrate life, liberty, and your pursuit of the American dream. America's patriotic light lager, offering a crisp, clean, bold taste. Perfect beer to celebrate life, liberty, and your pursuit of the American dream. A beer with only 110 calories that tastes like a full-flavored beer and celebrates like freedom. Hey, Braves Country, this is Mac McGee with Braves Country Radio. We are bringing you pitch by pitch, play by play of your Atlanta Braves all year long. Join the Country Club today. Help support Braves Country Radio. Join the Country Club today. It helps us bring you more of the game we all love. Braves Country Radio, your home for the classic call of Braves Country Baseball. Hey, Braves Country, Mac McGee here for American Rebel Beer. From the mountains to the prairies to your pint glass with white foam, we're bringing back beer with a backbone. All that matters in our brew is taste and a touch of American excellence. American Rebel Beer, born in the USA.
Ladies and gentlemen, we interrupt our program of dance music to bring you a special bulletin from the radio news.
Sit quietly and we will control all that you see and hear. There is nothing wrong. You are about to participate in a great adventure. You are about to experience the awe and mystery.
You unlock this door with the key of imagination. Beyond it is another dimension, a dimension of sound, a dimension of sight, a dimension of mind. You're moving into a land of both things and ideas. You've just crossed over into
Adventures in Time and Space.
We offer you Braves Country Radio, your home for the classic call of Braves Country Baseball.
Hi, folks. Join us now for another Braves ball game. Yes, sir. This is the one we've been waiting for. This is it. This makes you feel like it's spring and baseball. No more measles and free tickets to the circus.
You're in Braves Country.
This is a reminder, disorderly conduct will not be tolerated. Please respect your fellow fan and refrain from any unruly behavior. Failure to comply with these guidelines will result in ejection.
You're in Braves Country.
Good evening, Braves Country Radio. Yankee fans, Red Sox fans, baseball fans alike. Getting ready for pitch-by-pitch, play-by-play. New York Yankees are wearing their home whites, pinstripes. Put that over the screen, getting ready for the 3D to kick in. Once it kicks in, we will bring it to you live here at Yankee Stadium. We are game number 2. And if Boston wins, they punch their ticket to the weekend. The Yankees win, they force a game 3 right here in New York tomorrow. Carlos Rodon getting done with his final warm-up tosses. The left-hander, the 3.09 ERA this year. Got a 5.74 ERA against the Red Sox in 15 innings, a 1-2 record, a 200 on-base average against. So he gave up some flies, some big flies. Left to right across the outfield for the New York Yankees, it'll be Bellinger, Grisham, Judge. Around the horn, McMahon, Volpe, Jazz Chisholm, and Uncle Ben's Rice. Wells behind the plate, and of course Rodon on the bump. The home plate umpire, Scott Berry. We saw him a few weeks ago. He's dicey at best. A little surprised he drew this series. And really surprised he's behind the plate. But nonetheless, Rippinger's at first, Iasona at second, Morales at third. Lipka in the left field corner, Junior Valentine, who was behind home plate last night, in the right field corner. We are just about set for pitch-by-pitch, play-by-play, the AL Wild Card Series. First pitch was set for 6:08 Eastern, a little bit tiny of a delay, but not much. Leading off for the Red Sox, it'll be Ref Snyder. Much of what they did last night is what you see tonight in the lineup for the Red Sox. Ref Snyder, Story, even Bregman to lead us off. We'll go through the lineup as the game moves on. Beautiful night here in the Bronx in New York City. We are just about set. Yes, sir! It is baseball time in the Bronx. First pitch on the way is a fastball right down the pipe for a strike. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Rocks and fires. Slider, did he go around? Looked like he did. Offer, he did. 0-2. So an 0-2 count. We'll get it signed up here in a second, synced up here in a second, as ESPN appears to be very slow to get their act together. They're doing roll call out there in the outfield. The 0-2 swing, chops it foul. Do it again. Those of y'all who are not familiar with that, one of the best traditions in all of sport is they call out the names of the players for the New York Yankees in the field during the first inning. The 0-2 just gets a piece of it. Bangs it foul. We'll do it again. Ref Snyder making Rodon work. He's been leaning much heavier on the sinker last half of the season, so we'll see what he does tonight. The 1-2 count. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Got him with the slider on the outer edge. One away. What you'll see from Carlos Rodon tonight
his repertoire. He leans on that four-seamer 42% of the time. Now, the sinker he's been using more often. Right now, it's around 10%, but recently it's been higher than the 15% range, so keep an eye on that. Slider 28% of the time, changeup 16, and the curve at 4. First pitch on the way is outside wide to Trevor Story. Lefty-righty matchup. It's 1-0. The 1-0. Flip set. Brings it. 95 off the plate. 2-0. So a 2-0 count. Pitch from Rodon. Pitch number 3, 95, smacks the outer edge. 2-1. Trevor Story, the ex-Colorado Rocky, had a bounce back here in Boston after having a lot of injuries. The 2-1. Swing and a miss. 2-2. 25 home runs on the year for Story. 2-2 count. Rodon comes set. Brings it. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Chase the slider down and away. 2 down. 2 up, 2 down. And coming to the plate is Alex Bregman. Rodon with 2 strikeouts to start the game. First pitch to Alex Bregman is right there. Slider on the inner cut. It's 0-1. Bregman an 822 OPS, 273 batting average this year, 18 home runs, the 0-1. Up top, four-seamer. 0-2. 13-pitch inning. The 0-2 from Rodon. High socks and all, brings it down and in. Good take by Bregman. 1-2. One-two count. Swing, lifts it high, not very deep into left field. Underneath it is Bellinger, and that'll end the inning. Yankees will grab the bats when we return. 0-0 your score here in the Bronx.
Diabolical. Call the police. This has got to be illegal. Listen, oatmeal, cereal, bacon and eggs, biscuits and gravy. These are breakfast foods, okay? Don't you ever hand me a hot dog at 6 o'clock in the morning talking about, you want breakfast? Because I will feed you a knuckle sandwich for your breakfast, okay? I will punch you in your chest.
For those out there that wanted to know, I'm going to go ahead and address that.
I'd love to hear it.
Tyler Matzik was throwing 1,000 miles an hour. He was throwing rise balls at 1,000, and he was throwing it right down the middle, and nobody could hit it.
Never seen it like that. It was unbelievable.
Look, listen, I tried, y'all.
I remember you struck out, you hit your bat.
Yeah, you know what's coming. Fastball. That's what it's doing. And he was letting that thing rip, man, and it was coming in hot.
You're a rapper. You're mediocre. You're nobody. Rappers are nobodies. You didn't know that? They don't write they. You don't make your beat. You look at a phone.
They came to an agreement about a drug testing policy that had so many holes in it that there was no way a player, unless he is just dumb as a rock, was going to fail under the guidelines that they set forth.
And that's been the question. Is it possible to have a renaissance and a calamity at the same time? It all depends on what your barometer is. What is your measure? If your measure is money, and only money, then yeah, it was possible because people in this game made more money than ever. But if your barometer is something more than that, if your barometer is integrity, is in having people look at you and believing in your sport, not just going to the games, but believing in your sport, then it's not possible.
Welcome back. Brian Bayo's had very good numbers against the New York Yankees this year. 19 innings, a 1.89 ERA, 2-1 record, and a 1.72 OBA. Very impressive. The young man decides to toe the rubber here for game number 1. Here's the pitch, and it's baseball time in Boston, Red Sox country, and the first pitch here in the bottom of the first inning is swung on and popped up down the left field line. 1 away, 1 pitch, 1 out. All rise. Aaron Judge coming to the plate. Yankee fans still waiting for him to break out of his postseason funk that he's been in. Righty-righty matchup. 53 home runs on the year. The first pitch on the way, swung on and fouled back out of play. That's a home run. 2 for 4 with 2 singles last night, so a little bit better than what we've seen in the past with the big slugger. The 0-1. Drops a cutter right there. It's 0-2. Left to right across the outfield for the Red Sox. It's Duran, Raphael, and Eaton. And around the horn, left to right, Bregman, Story to Sogard to Romy Gonzalez. Narvaez back behind the plate again. The 0-2 sweeper misses. 1-2. Even better, Brian Bayo has a 1.44 ERA in Yankee Stadium. 1-2 count. Swing, chops it over towards third. Bregman has it, takes his time, flips it to first. 5-3 put out. Across the diamond, 2 down. Well, we know we're getting a game 3 tomorrow. Winner take all in Detroit, in Cleveland, Detroit versus Cleveland. We're getting another one in Chicago tomorrow. As the Padres knocked off the Cubs today, their series is tied at 1 apiece. First pitch on the way is right there below the knees. That's 1-0. If the Yankees force a game 3, we'll just have to see how this all plays out in first pitch times. We're definitely dedicated to bringing you the Red Sox-Yankees series, but we're going to see what we can bring to you around that. The pitch on the way, sinker off of that, is smoked through the middle, 4-6 hole, and it is a 2-out single for the Yankees.
What's for dinner?
Ben Rice, the batter.
What's for dinner?
First pitch swinging, and he hammers it into the right field bleachers. It is a 2-run shot, and Uncle Ben's Rice is cooking. It's 2-0 Yankees. He cooked that one a no-doubter, and it's 2-0 New York. Righty-lefty drifted one inside, and he hooked it over the wall, and the Yankees strike first blood. Giancarlo Stanton, the batter. First pitch on the way. Down and in. It's 1-0. As we do every game, ask everybody what's for dinner. What are you having? I'm having a little bit of coffee and about a hour break from game number 1 of today. It's a sinker. Down at the bottom of the zone, it's 1-1. So a 1-1 count. Pitch on the way, swing and a miss. Four-seamer up top. It's 1-2. Yeah, that was one of those, reminds you of the movie 61. Was that a slider? Yeah, but it didn't slide. He hung that just below the belt, and Rice didn't miss it. The 1-2 pitch, swing, rips that over towards short. Should be an easy play. Story over to Romy, and that'll end the inning. But not before the Yankees put 2 on the board. The Red Sox will grab the sticks when we return.
I know that violence is not the answer, but yes, it is.
Let me get this straight. I can go to the grocery store and buy a pound of sliced ham in a plastic bag, a loaf of bread in a plastic bag, a gallon of milk in a plastic jug, a pack of napkins in plastic wrap, a store-made salad in a plastic tub, plastic bottles with ketchup or mustard, but they won't give me a plastic bag to carry it home in because the plastic bag is bad.
Girls that eat pickles and like thoroughly enjoy eating them, and I'm not talking about like on a burger or anything, but like pickles from a pickle jar, they're always hot. Like, what's with it with hot girls and pickles? I don't understand you.
What I told him was that I agreed with him in principle, but that the courts had treated players as property and would likely do so again, and that his attempt, while a principled one, was, I thought, doomed to failure. And I worried about his knowing the kinds of chances he was taking, that he was going to end his career in a case that probably was a loser.
The lawyers for the major leagues would not talk for the cameras, but in the courtroom they argued that the reserve clause is essential to the future of organized baseball, that without the reserve clause, all the rich teams would get all the star players. But Arthur Goldberg maintains that the reserve clause, tying a player to one team for the rest of his life, is in violation of the 13th Amendment. That's the amendment against slavery and indentured servitude.
Braves Country Radio, your home for the classic call of Braves Country Baseball. Welcome back. Boston trails 2-0. They'll grab the sticks. First pitch on the way, Carlos Rodon swung on and hammered high and deep into right field. Underneath it is Judge, and Romy Gonzalez is down. 1 pitch, 1 out, here to start the second inning. A little bit of a delay. I don't know if it's got something to do with the pitch com. Back to work, says home plate umpire Scott Berry. So whatever it is, it was figured out. First pitch on the way is a little low four-seam fastball to Carlos Narvaez, called for a strike. It's on 1. Narvaez 725 OPS on the year. Lefty-righty. Swing, pops that one. High into shallow left field. Who wants it? Grisham comes in to get it. 2 down. I'd like to see the Red Sox work the counts a little more. Just 12 pitches. Make it 15 in that first inning, 3 here. So 19 pitches altogether for Carlos Rodon, and that'll bring Eaton to the plate. The right fielder digs in, first pitch, takes a slider right there on the outer track. It's on 1. When you do that first pitch swinging, as we saw all year long. You really put the guys who are due up second and third in the order in the inning behind an 8 ball. Is the 0-1, swing and a miss, takes a hack at a changeup. It's 0-2. Saw it a few times yesterday in the games, but you go out there and first 2 guys hit a couple of outs off of 2 or 3 pitches. The third guy feels like he's got to start taking pitches, and he gets in the hole. The 0-2, swing and a miss, strike 3. Carlos Rodon is cooking. We'll head to the bottom of the second. New York leads it 2-0.
What's your country's biggest flex on the rest of the world?
Well, as Germans, we obviously have to say world
Cars.
war cars. Yep, cars, definitely.
Here are 5 classic Gen X moods everybody should know. I'm too old for this shit. I do not get paid enough for this shit. I do not have time for this shit. I am too sober for this shit. I am too tired for this shit.
Join the country club today. The first month is free. You'll have access to badges, one-of-a-kind emojis to display your Braves pride throughout the ball game. You'll also get instant access to our video drops. Members-only chat, wallpapers, and more is on the way. Help support Braves Country Radio. Join the country club today.
America, you have been gatekeeping something from me. Why? I'm a Brit in America, and there's one thing in America that is the best, and Americans don't speak about it, because you don't want to give it away. You want to gatekeep it. Crushed ice. Crushed ice is the greatest thing to come out of America since Dolly Parton. Crushed ice is straight from heaven. It has been dropped from the pearly gates. Crushed ice is life. It is life.
I think fans have been able to compartmentalize their disappointments and still enjoy it the way they used to. And I think we have built up the same sort of sieve for letting experience through that we have with real people in our real lives. We don't expect them to be saints, and we no longer expect our athletes to be. We expect them to be the same range of people that we see in the rest of our life. And I think that one of the reasons that baseball has not only not lost popularity, but gained it, is as its flaws become apparent, it actually gains depth and humanity, even as it loses its fairy tale mythic qualities.
What's up, Braves country? Looking forward to a great Atlanta Braves season. See y'all at the ballpark.
Well, that didn't work out, did it? Thanks, Chipper. Boston Red Sox trailed the New York Yankees 2-0. Brian Bayo goes back to work as we head to the bottom of the second inning. You're just joining us. Ben Rice 2-run home run gave the Yankees the lead in the first. As the first pitch on the way to Jazz Chisholm is swung on, popped up, high and out of play. Into the seats behind the first base dugout. It's 0-1. Here in New York, our Boston sideline guy is telling me that today the New York press was killing Aaron Boone as the 0-1 pitch swung on, lifted high in the center field. Camping underneath it is Rafaela for an easy first out here in the second inning. For benching Jazz Chisholm, and I get it, the media is always going to overreact and come up with fake narratives to try to sell clicks and whatnot. But Garrett Crochet, Jazz Chisholm was not getting base hits off of Garrett Crochet last night. I'm sorry. First pitch on the way is a sinker down and away to Wells. It's 1-0. So I can't get behind the idea that Aaron Boone did anything wrong there. 1-0. Swing and a miss. Change up 1-1. And remember, Jazz came in, went 0 for 1. Is the 1-1 pitch, high and out of the zone. 2-1 count. But he was not going to get hits off of Garrett Crochet. And the idea that they think that Max Fried should have been kept out there as the changeup misses down and in. 3-1. That's not what lost the game. I mean, look, Max Fried threw over 100 pitches last night. Threw 102 and he was pulled. Max Fried is not a horse. We know that. He's always a 5-6 inning guy. Is the pitch outside wide? Ball 4, and the Yankees have 1 on, 1 out to start the inning. But even in his best years in Atlanta, the most you ever got out of Max Fried, and that's if everything went right, was 7 innings. So he went, I mean, he did fine. He gave you 102 pitches last night. As the first pitch on the way, swung on, banged on the ground. This should end the inning. 5, 4, 3, inning-ending rally-killing double play. And the Red Sox will head to the top of the third. We'll touch on more of last night's game when we return. The Red Sox try to crack the board here in the Bronx.
Wait, what'd you say?
I said get off your phone. We're watching a show.
Do you get off your phone whenever I'm watching football on the weekends?
But this is different. We're trying to spend quality time together.
Well, we could spend quality time together watching football if you weren't on your phone, so it seems like a little bit of a double standard.
Well, at least on our TV shows, we don't know what's going to happen. But when we watch the Cowboys, I feel like the same thing happens every year.
Got him! Got him!
Armchair.
World Series chance for the first time since 1995. I'm going to take a quick break to pour me a drink, by God, and then I'll meet y'all here. Anyone who wants to hang out and celebrate, we're going to keep this feed going. And let it get it, baby! It's about damn time!
Flood's first trial had been in federal district court in Manhattan in 1970.
I think Kurt Flood on the stand was treated miserably by the federal judge. He almost taunted him. A judge who showed great respect for almost all witnesses. From the bench, the judge asked Kurt Flood, this is not as easy as playing center field, is it? With a sarcastic tone in the middle of a difficult cross-examination.
No active player dared testify on his behalf. Only owner Bill Veeck and a handful of retired stars came to Flood's defense.
People should drink water now. When did that start? Do you remember any time?
Welcome back. Carlos Rodon goes back to work. First pitch on the way is a sinker there on the outer edge. It's 0-1. The 0-1 swing lifted into center field. That's down for the base hit, and the Red Sox have their first base hit of the game. Good piece of hitting there by Jaron Duran. Singles to center field, kind of dumped one out there. You ever have those players that you don't know why you like them, but they're just one of your favorite players in baseball? That's me with Jaron Duran. I don't know what it is, but every time we've seen him play, this guy goes all out. First pitch to start off the at-bat to Rafaela is down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. 1-0. Kicks and fires. Swing. Pops it back foul. 1-1. For fantasy dynasty purposes, Roman Anthony's my favorite player on the Red Sox. There's just something about Durant. I love watching him play. He's always hustling. 1-1 count, high and out of the zone, 2-1. I think if there's a favorite Yankee, I don't think I can go with Aaron Judge because it's too low-hanging fruit. And it's not Jazz Chisholm because nobody likes that guy. It's the 2-1 pitch. Down and in. Good take. 3-1. And I'm not going to say Max Fried because we watched him with the Braves. It's different now. I think if I have a favorite New York Yankee, it's probably still Bellinger as the 3-1 pitch swung on, foul back. But there's something about Anthony Volpe that I respect because he stepped into huge shoes when he came in to take over. Essentially, he's the next heir apparent to Derek Jeter's shortstop throw. I know there was a couple in between, but the payoff pitch misses high. Ball 4. So he'll head on down to first. Runners on first and second. Nobody out. And Sogard Peter says Fried is a sellout. It's easy for us to say, well, you going to turn down $200 million? Good Lord. The Braves are never going to offer him that kind of money. I can't blame him for leaving. And honestly, he would have taken a huge chunk out of the Braves' salary base, so I'm fine with him leaving. First pitch to Sogard on the way. He's going to drop a bunt down. Here comes the throw up the blind, and he is safe! Bases are loaded. Nobody out. Jazz Chisholm had a hard time with the throw. I think it short hopped on him. And a first baseman's probably going to grab that. Yeah, it was a short hop. Second baseman just is not ready for that kind of play. He kind of expected Major Leaguer to make the play, but I'm just not going to get all over a second baseman not being able to make that play. It should have been a better throw from Rodon. So bases loaded, nobody out, and we're back to the top of the order. First pitch on the way. Slider, right there, first strike. It's 0-1. Rev Snyder struck out swinging his first time up. If he can get a fly ball, he can cut this lead in half. Yankees 2, Red Sox nothing. The 0-1, down and in, 1-1. If you do get a chance on your phone, get on the YouTube app and what they call hype the video from earlier today. It's much appreciated. You just scroll underneath where you like and everything. Off to the right, there's a hype. It doesn't cost you anything. 1-1. Change up top 1 and 2, but it helps us build the channel, get more exposure for people to tune in. Really appreciative of everybody who's been tuning in here the last couple of nights. We've broken all kind of viewing records for our channel, not for YouTube. I mean, not even a speck on that. The 1-2 count, swing and a miss, change up off the plate, strike 3. Man, that is a nasty changeup, and it's so hard if you're a right-hander facing that pitch because he comes in with the hard stuff down and in, and he takes something off the edge. You're just trying to, he's just, the first time he was up, he knocked it around a couple of times. He's just trying to stay alive. So Rev Snyder off to a tough start here in the postseason, and that'll bring Trevor Story. Trevor Story, first pitch, high and out of the zone. It's 1-0. You got to at least come away with the run here if you're Boston. Golden opportunity with bases loaded, nobody out. And, of course, with that sinker, Rodon's going to be trying to induce a double play. Swing, fouls it back. He's living on the edge out there, and you'll see him come in to the right-handers and try to keep him off balance. But that's where he wants to live, is right there on the outer edge. He wants to try to keep you off balance, roll one over. Story still with pretty good speed. The 1-1 swing. That ball's laced into center field. That's going to get down for a base hit. 1 run will score. It's 2-1. 2 runs will score. 2-2, and the Red Sox have tied it up. Good piece of hit there by Trevor Story. Tell us a story, baby. 100 miles an hour off the bat. Wow. Tried to go with that slider. He was aiming for the outer edge. Got a little too much of the plate. And Story hit it on the screws, and we've got a tie ball game. So, lefty-righty matchup now. First pitch on the way to Alex Bregman. Runners on first and second. Still just 1 out. Takes one right there for a strike. It's 0-1. He was 2 for 4 yesterday with a double and an RBI and a walk. The 0-1. Brings it. 4-seamer. 1-1. So 1-1 count. Rodon delivers. Swing, chops it over towards second. Chisholm off balance, fires it over to short. You're going to get a 4-6-3 inning-ending, rally-killing double play. But out before the Boston Red Sox have tied it up. We go to the bottom of the third. We're rocking and rolling in the Bronx.
Excuse me, do you know how to get to town?
Yeah, it's back the way you came.
Hey Braves fans, Braves baseball all season long. Hi, I'm Mac McGee, and I'll be bringing you Braves baseball play-by-play for the Braves fans out there, for all of Braves country. So pull up an armchair and join us for Braves country baseball, first pitch to last pitch, all season long, right here.
White people, I want to have a conversation with y'all because y'all have really pissed me off. Where are the new rock bands? Like when I was growing up, we had Green Day. Y'all keep trying to twerk. That's the problem. We need some headbangers. Like what happened to all the garage bands? I ain't met a white dude in like 10 years that said him and his band. That just randomly brings up his band. Do y'all not do that anymore? Why all the skater boys want to be DJs and rappers and producers? What is going on? White people, I say this because I care. Stop rapping. Bring back the rock bands. We didn't even judge y'all because the singer really could never sing. We never judged y'all because the music was that good. Can we please have that back?
Armchair.
Is there no way we can get rid of him?
Not without cause.
I have cause. It is because I hate him.
Now is Henry Aaron. Here's a pitch to Aaron. All game in the 7th inning, the Cardinals lead 3-0. Here's a pitch to Henry Aaron. There's a drive way back. It's out on the Glen Avenue in right center. Tremendous home run. Hit the light tower out there. Holy cow, did he kiss that ball. There's his 42nd home run of the year. His 126th run batted in. Oh, did he hit that ball.
Welcome back. Huge double play turn by Jazz Chisholm there. They said, my Red Sox reporter, the Sarge as I call him, is that he's saying that when they asked Jazz Chisholm about being benched, he turned his back after giving like a one-word response or something like that. His first pitch on the way is a sinker down and in to Ryan McMahon, third baseman, 20 home runs coming over from the Colorado Rockies. 1-0. Swing and a miss. Up top. And I get that Fried wouldn't pitch again until Sunday, no matter what. But the thing is, he's never pitched a lot of innings like that. A lot of pitches like that. When he was in Atlanta, right around you put him back out there for the 7th inning, I guarantee you he gets smoked. because he's a frail guy. He's got good stuff, but he starts running out of gas, and we saw it all the time in Atlanta. I thought he pitched phenomenally, which you have to get on to. Don't worry about Max Fried. What about that damn bullpen? That bullpen fell apart. So it's not Aaron Boone. It's not Max Fried. It's the bullpen. 1-1 count to McMahon. Swing, smokes it into right field. That's down for a base hit, a leadoff single for the Yankees. I guess Stephen A. Smith had a big. Of course, he's a big bloviator, anyways. But that's funny that I didn't because I did the doubleheader last night or yesterday. I mean, I was wore out today, so I was trying to save all energy that I had. And I meant to watch Boomer and Gio, and it just slipped my mind. Getting ready for this afternoon's game. As the first pitch on the way is a down below the knees for ball. It's 1-0. I meant to listen to it on my phone or some version. I just wanted to get a feeling of what, but it totally slipped my mind. The 1-0. Swing, chops that over to second. Good scoop over there by Sogard. He'll fire it down to second base, and it's a 4-6 put out. One away. Good play. I'll have to try and catch that tonight or something because I just want to kind of see where they were at. I know those two guys are Mets fans, but they're always talking Yankees, New York sports in general. And I don't listen to them as much as I used to because I quickly found out that they're just they're not baseball guys. They kind of front like they are, but they're just not. But they are entertaining when they talk football and sports in general. The first pitch is a cutter down and away for a ball. It's 1-0. I've always enjoyed the show, but it didn't even enter my mind today to watch it. I don't know if any of y'all caught Boomer and Gio, but I bet it was entertaining. The 1-0, down and away 2-0. Anytime something happens to the Jets or Giants, that's my first place I go looking for, or the Knicks because they love basketball. You can't twist my arm to get me to go listen to anything about hockey, but I do know that Boomer's a huge Ranger fan. 2-0 count, but I'm sure they feel the same way about college athletics, the way we do about hockey. The 2-0, swing lifted into center field. That's down for a base hit, and it is a one-out single for Aaron Judge, and he's off and running with his third hit of the series. The runners on first and second, 1 out. That's the bad news for Boston. The good news is keep them in the ballpark. Coming to the plate is Cody Bellinger, so you got to make sure you don't give one up to him. Is that going to be it? Alex Cora's coming out of the dugout. That is it. Wow. Brian Bayo just not having it tonight, and Cora says, "You gone." Man, that is a quick hook. We'll see how that plays out. We'll be back in a flash. Bold strategy, Cotton. We'll see how this works out when we return.
Though I told my psychiatrist I was hearing voices in my head. He said I don't have a psychiatrist.
I'm going to UCLA because my wife went to UCLA Med School. Shout out, Tran, you completely hoe. That's her last name. That's her last name. Relax, ESPN. How dare you?
Armchair.
Is you okay?
Yeah, I'm alright.
Is you crying?
Go on, leave me alone. You know I'm watching the game. No, I'm not crying.
I told you they was finna lose. I don't know why you acting like this.
Why is you talking about my business? Why is you talking about my business? They cheated, though. They cheated. They cheated. When they lose, don't talk to me for the rest of the week. Why is you bothering me?
Whoa, what about the wristbands? You act like they finna throw you in the game to save the last couple of points for you.
Would you leave me alone? Would you leave me alone?
You don't even cry for me like this.
I only known you for 2 months. It's been my team for 22 years.
It is especially fitting that today, in the midst of baseball's most exciting event, the World Series, we pause to honor Jackie Robinson.
Thank you very much, Commissioner.
I would just like to say that I was really just a spoke in the wheel of the success that we had some 25 years ago. I would like to also say that I would be a real pleasure if Mr. Rickey could have been here with us today, but to the members of the family, my entire love and gratitude for the things that he's done over the years. And I also want to say how pleased I am that my family can be here this afternoon. Thank you very much.
And see, that's the problem with the media, with the local media, or just media in general. It's the first pitch on the way to Cody Bellinger, lefty-lefty matchup. Wilson coming out of the pen. The southpaw starts him off. It's 0-1. Runner goes, and he'll have second base stolen with ease as Narvaez drops the ball, and it was a double steal. So they caught Boston flat-footed on that one. So lefty-lefty matchup now. The 1-1 swing and a miss. It's 1-2. Justin Wilson, 6'2", 205-pounder, out of Anaheim, California, drafted by the Pirates in 08. The 1-2 swing lifted into left field, pretty shallow. Here's the catch from Duran. He'll fire it into the infield and keep the runners right where they're at. 2 down. Not a very deep thrown ball, but a good throw by Duran to the cutoff man. And Justin Wilson now away from getting out of the jam. He's not out of the woods yet, though. The Red Sox guy said that he's as shocked as anybody else. The only thing I can think of here is that Cora's going for the kill shot, and he knew that when he pulled Bayo, they had back-to-back lefties. They had Bellinger and now Ben Rice. And Wilson's very tough against left-handers, but this seems incredibly early to go to him. We'll see how it pays off. One thing I've always liked about Cora, he is a manager that is aggressive. He doesn't just let the game happen to him, he brings it to you. Win, lose, or draw. Ben Rice digs in, the first pitch slider down and away for a ball, taken all the way. It's Ben Rice hit a 2-run home run, and maybe that had something to do with it. He could see Rice coming in here and clocking another one, and the next thing you know, but you almost think this may have been by design. 1-0. Down and 0-2. And you know there were conversations that basically they went over and had to be talking about if this, and this happens, we're going to go get them. The 2-0 count, 93, P at the knees on the outer edge, 2-2. As you look at the way the Yankees set up their lineup, five of the top 7 batters were lefties. Pitch on the way, swung on. That ball is rocked into right field, but it's an atom ball. F9 in your scorecard. Eaton's there, and that'll end the inning. Yankees put on a threat, but can't get them across. Boston grabs the bats when we return.
Like 7 years ago, I hit my hand on a chop saw blade. It was as it was slowing down. There was no guard on the chop saw. So I hit my hand on it as it was slowing down. It took a big old chunk out of my hand after it got stitched up and it healed and the stitches got taken out. This showed up and I started freaking out. It's cancer. They're going to have to amputate. I'm going to die. And after the nurse stopped laughing at me and caught her breath, she informed me that it's just scar tissue.
It's whiskey.
Smells awful.
Well, all whiskey smells awful.
Then why do people drink it?
Well, it's like when grown-ups have a party. They drink it to have a good time.
Gee, if it's a party, don't they have a good time anyway?
Well, grown-ups have a harder time having a good time than kids do.
I don't know who needs to hear this today, but stop grounding your kids from their online games. Log into those games and get them banned.
25 years after his historic debut, Jackie Robinson agreed to throw out the first ball of the 1972 World Series. He was just 53, but diabetes had dimmed his sight. Heart disease had slowed his step. Jackie Robinson died 10 days later. In his autobiography published after his death, Robinson recalled playing in his first World Series game. There I was, the black grandson of a slave, the son of a black sharecropper, part of a historic occasion, a symbolic hero to my people. But I must tell you that it was Mr. Ricky's drama and that I was only a principal actor.
Braves Country Radio, your home for the classic call of Braves Country Baseball. Please like and subscribe today, youtube.com/@BravesCountry. Welcome back. Two to two your score. Big threat thwarted by the Red Sox as they went to the bullpen already, if you're just joining us. First pitch on the way from Rodon to start the fourth inning. Right there for a strike, it's 0-1. Romy Gonzalez 0 for 1 on the day. The 0-1. Kicks and fires, swing. Oh, and 2. So an 0-2 count. Red Sox 2, Yankees 2, top 4, nobody out. The 0-2 from Rodon, down and away, 1-2. The 1-2 just misses. 2-2. 2-2 count. Swing, fouls it away. We'll do it again. Carlos Rodon, 45 pitches into the night. He's right where he wants to be as far as that's concerned. But someone was mentioning 117 pitches from Crochet, and I don't know if you were comparing that to the 102 from Freed as the four-seam fastball pops it up high in the infield. Can of corn over there to make the catch. Jazz Chisholm went away. They're just simply not the same pitcher. That would be like saying, well, Jordan's dunking from the free throw line. What's your damn problem, Bird? It's like they're not the same player. They're just... It takes a horse to go out there and throw 117 nowadays at the velocity that they throw. First pitch is in the dirt for a ball. It's 1-0. He's just not built that way. He's always been a frail guy, a thin guy, but I thought he pitched incredibly well. That is entirely on the Yankees bullpen. That had nothing to do with Max Fried. It's not like Aaron Boone's out there throwing the ball. The 1-0. Swing! That ball's hammered down the left field line, but just foul. Off the tarps there on the left field just before the corner disappears. The 1-1 high and out of the zone, just a bit outside. Four-seam fastball, 2-1. I would say that was pitch-out territory, but that's more like if there was a guy in the left-hand batter's box, them's fighting words, because it's right around your noggin. The 2-1 pitch, right there, top of the zone. Did not get the call, 3-1. Three-one count, kicks and fires, swing, fouls it away. Full count now. Boston 2, New York 2. Game 3 of New York wins will be here tomorrow night. If there's not a game 3, we'll let you know what game we'll cover, as 2 have already punched their ticket to a third and deciding game. Chicago and San Diego, and the Detroit game as well. Detroit-Cleveland. Pitch fouled away once again, so you got a full count. If nothing else, this will be the 7th pitch of the at-bat. The payoff pitch. Swing, chops it foul down the line. Good at-bat here by Narvaez. We saw the woes of that Yankee bullpen. So our mascots go off in the background. The payoff pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 2 down. 5th strikeout of the night for Carlos Rodon. But if you're the Red Sox, you're trying to get in the back of that bullpen. All the pressure's on New York. You're playing with house money right now. If you're Boston, you've always got a game to play with tomorrow if you can't get this one tonight. First pitch to lead off the at-bat to Eaton. Lefty-righty matchup is a swing and a miss. Slider off make that the changeup. It's 0-1. 0-1, brings it into the dirt, changeup misses. 1-1. One count. Kicks and fires. Swing! Slaps it into right field. That's through for a base hit, and it's a 2-out single.
Get this bus moving. Stop. Come back.
Too late.
Oh, that's the wrong button. 2-out single for the Red Sox. Top of the 4th inning. The infield will be back into the left. Back into the right, excuse me. Lefty-lefty matchup, Jarren Duran, the batter. He's 1 for 1 on the day. First pitch on the way is a sinker, high and out of the zone. It's 1-0. He dropped a floating single into left center field his first time up, came around to score. The 1-0. Swing, chops it over to second. 4-3 put out, and that'll end the inning. Boston gets one on, but can't get him across. We head to the bottom of the 4th. Yankees turn 2-2.
Just got invited to an event that starts at 8 p.m. I'm sorry, but not all of us are on cocaine.
How you doing, Ace?
Anybody been on base?
Nobody.
Nobody?
This I ain't seen much of.
Me neither.
I never have. What's the matter?
I don't know if I have anything left.
You just throw whatever you got, whatever's left. The boys are all here for you. We'll back you up. We'll be there. Because we don't stink right now. We're the best team in baseball right now, right this minute, because of you. You're the reason. We're not going to screw that up. We're going to be awesome for you right now. Just throw, all right? Come on.
I just met someone whose name was Hanna, and I said, "Oh, Hannah," and she said, "No, Hannah." I'm hanging on by a thread, people. I cannot do this.
Hey, Braves Country, I'm Mac McGee. Join us for Pitch by Pitch, Play by Play, the classic call of Braves Country baseball. We're bringing you Atlanta Braves baseball all year long. Jump into our pregame show, Braves Country Today, just before first pitch. Stick around for the postgame show, Braves Country Tonight, where we will open up the phone lines and react to your calls or your comments all year long. That's Braves Country Radio, pitch by pitch, play by play, your home for the classic call of Braves Country baseball.
I don't know of anybody besides Robinson who could have done what he did. Many of the black players, Reggie Jackson, for example, said later, he's the only one of us who could have done it. Robinson, Mr. Rickey told him he'd have to turn the other cheek. And as Mr. Rickey said, it wasn't long before he didn't have any other cheek to turn. It just had simply been beat off. I think that they said that Robinson died from diabetes and other things. I think he died from the load he carried.
Welcome back. 2-2 your score. 1-0 series lead for the Red Sox. As the first pitch on the way. Start the bottom of the fourth inning to Giancarlo Stanton. Is a pitch out of the zone. Called for a ball. It's 1-0. Wilson back to work out there. 1-0, four-seam fastball swing. Fouls straight back. 1-1 count. Floats a splitter outside wide. 2. 2-1. Slider misses. Ball 3, 3-1. Three-one count. Swing and a miss. So a full count to Stanton. Payoff pitch, swung on, dragged over to short. Story's got it. He flips it to Romy, 6-3, 1 away. Be interesting to see if this pays off for Alex Cora being aggressive like this. Because if you lose, you don't want to wear out your pieces out of the pen, but I get the idea that if you can get out here and get this win as Wilson versus Jazz Chisholm, cutter into the dirt, it's 1-0. If you get the win, it doesn't really matter because you reset and you don't play again until this weekend, and you can rest your entire bullpen. 1-0. Down and away. 2-0. Biggest question I would have is what is going to be the pitch count on Wilson tonight, because you can go back-to-back with these guys, and it's not going to be a problem as long as you don't get a high pitch count. There is a right-hander warming up in the pen for the Boston Red Sox right now as we speak. Is the 2-0 down and in. Ball 3, 3-0. You got Wells on deck, Volpe in the hole, McMahon. They keep the line moving. 3-0 count. Swing! Pops it up. High in the sky. Right side of the infield. It's going to bounce just past the first base dugout. Thank you, Steve. 3-1 count. The wind is really starting to whistle, by the way. They were calling 6-mile-an-hour wind, 63 degrees at first pitch. There is no way what we're looking at is 6 miles an hour. Three-one count. Caught right there, 95 on the inner track, full count. Yankees 2, Red Sox 2, bottom of the fourth inning. Got a lefty-lefty matchup. Wilson digging in. The payoff pitch. Swing, chops it. Foul down the first base side. We'll do it again. Full count. Swing, pops it up. High on the first base side, foul territory. Fighting the wind is Romy Gonzalez. He'll make the catch after stumbling a bit in his light blue shoes. 2 away. Man, that was a little too close for comfort. If you're a Red Sox fan. Two down here. And they'll leave Wilson in, try to get one more out. First pitch on the way to Wells is a cutter down below the knees. It's 1-0. Austin Wells with a walk his first time up. 21 home runs on the year. Lefty-lefty. Wilson, the southpaw, brings it, swing, dribbles it up the middle, cut off by Bregman. He'll flip it to first, and that'll end the inning. So the Yankees go down 1, 2, 3. We'll go to the top of the fifth. It's Boston's turn when we return.
I'm going to need to be the one to explain to all of the 40-year-old people and above, so 40 plus. Yo, you guys keep sending out these thumbs up emojis. Yo, we depict the thumbs up as a it's rude. You're rude.
All right, those of you that had thumbs up emoji on your bingo from hell card, go ahead and mark it off because that's the world we now live in. Younger generations are offended, bothered by, consider rude, triggered by a thumbs up emoji.
So, for example, if you spend $100 and you get a $10 reward, you just made $10.
That's not accurate. That's not how that works.
Yeah, because now in a future purchase, you just saved yourself $10. If you return an item at the store, you just earn money. So if you return something and buy something at the same time, it was free.
I feel like.
Or this one's so good. Like if you go to Starbucks or Dunkin' and you use your app, you scan and pay, it's free because that money was already there.
I'm never gonna have money.
What do you mean?
This is your mindset when you go to a store?
This is just how girl math works.
Girl math isn't a thing!
Armchair.
In 1973, a period of Watergate turmoil in Washington. In October, the Reds were playing the Mets in the National League Championship Series, and Potter Stewart was hearing, I won't quite say listening to, oral arguments in the Supreme Court, and he had a law clerk feeding him information on what was going on elsewhere. And at one point, the clerk handed him a slip of paper, and on it said, Cranepool flies to right, Agnew resigns.
Braves Country Radio, your home for the classic call of Braves Country Baseball. Thank you, SB. Appreciate the channel support. First pitch on the way from Rodon to Rafaela is P at the knees, 93 miles an hour. It's 0-1. 0-1. Kicks and fires. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2. No 2 count. Right there on the outer edge. Caught looking. Strike 3. Punched him out on the outer track. 1 away. One up, 1 down. Pitch on the way is in the dirt. 1-0. Lefty-righty matchup. Number 9 hitter Sogard. Sacrifice bunt his first time up. Reached on the air on the sacrifice, the 1-0. Right there. Change up, outer edge, 1. You can see the complaint that Rafaela has, and I don't think it's even necessarily the width on that throw. It was more of the height. But we've seen this guy, Scott Berry, several times in Braves country this year, and he will drive you nuts. I was shocked to see him get the home plate umpire for game 2 as the 4-seam fastball misses high and out of the zone. 3-1. Top of the order for the Red Sox on deck. Rodon. 66 pitches in. The 3-1 pitch. Right there. Smacks the black on the outer edge. Full count. Full count. Swing, lifts it into left center field. Coming over, making the running catches, Bellinger. 2 down. Got a little bit too much underneath that one. Gave Bellinger enough time to get underneath it. And now we're back to the top of the order. Here in the 5th inning, Rev Snyder, who's 0 for 2. 0 for the series. First pitch is in the dirt. Slider misses. 1-0. He's the leadoff man. He's the designated hitter. Red Sox are expecting him to produce here at the plate. Just hasn't come through yet. Now, he's had 2 tough assignments with Fried and Rodon, but nonetheless. The 1-0. Swing. Pops it up. Down the right field line, giving chase is Jaron Judge. He'll make the catch in foul territory, and that'll end the inning. Yankees 2, Red Sox 2. Bottom of the 5th we go.
It's like all I do is work, go home, blink twice, and my ass back at work. It's a never-ending cycle.
What are we listening to?
What the? Why did you turn it off?
I don't know that.
It's Travis Kelce's girlfriend.
Who?
The tight end. Travis Kelce's girlfriend.
Well, I know Travis Kelce. Who's he dating?
Taylor Swift.
Taylor's.
Yeah, she's been all over Travis Kelce's TikTok lately.
Is she the party in the USA one?
No, that's Miley Cyrus. Much more content.
Oh yeah, that Hannah Montana chick.
Yeah.
Is
Hannah Montana way better than
Taylor Swift? Why does that sound so familiar?
Yeah, the song. She was big in country in like 2008.
Oh no! She the something with the
garbage.
Stupid screen doors.
She's been on Travis.
Yeah, I remember that dumbass. Yeah.
So literally, she's now trying to literally like chase clout with Travis Kelce.
She did the same thing with John Mayer.
Absolutely
John
not.
Mayer, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
This is not a joke anymore.
You know what?
This is
what's
funny.
Prince of Persia? What's the guy's name?
Jacob Gyllenhaal.
No, Jake Gyllenhaal.
I'm Team Jake.
Armchair.
Excuse me, sir. Why are you a Mets fan?
I'm not.
Then why are you here?
I came with my buddy.
Is he a Mets fan?
I doubt it.
Excuse me, madam. Do you like the Mets?
Mets. Who likes the Mets?
Then why are you here?
This is a ball game.
Excuse me, sir. Are you a Mets fan? Why don't you get lost? I'm trying to watch the ball game.
Nobody worked the corners the way Catfish Hunter did. He would start inside and outside and up and down. If the umpire was giving him a call, then he would widen the plate and widen the plate. Plate is 17 inches wide, and batters used to say that by the end of the game, he was throwing to a 22-inch wide plate. But I remember Catfish Hunter losing a World Series game after he'd won a lot. The reporters rushed over, thinking they'd find him crestfallen or gloomy or silent. And he was just the same as he'd been before, and he finally said, well, he said, the sun don't shine on the same dog's ass every afternoon.
Welcome back. If y'all are wondering, that clip is from the very beginning of the Mets franchise back in the early 60s. Some guy was walking around with I think he was a television reporter. It was the first pitch on the way to start the bottom of the fifth as we have a new pitcher to welcome in. It's Justin Slayton with a 4.24 ERA, 18% strikeout rate. Righty-righty matchup. Volpe, the batter, knocked one out last night. The 0-1 pitch is swung on, lifted into center field, running in, making the charging catch. One-handed grab. Rafaela. One away. He's walking around with the microphone asking the different fans who are out there watching. I'm pretty sure it's from their first season. And they were all negative as hell. They were just out there watching the game. This guy's just wanting to get a soundbite, and they're all just tearing him up. Nobody likes the Mets. Get away from me. Why are you at a Mets game? First pitch on the way. Swing and a miss strike. It's 0-1. Ryan McMahon 1 for 1 with a single. Reminder, the first Thursday in the offseason, November 6th, I think. We're doing our Once Upon a Pastime series. The Curious Case of Shoeless Joe to the Hall of Fame. I believe we have that scheduled for 6:30 that Thursday evening. Should be a lot of fun. We usually have a lot of fun with those. Those will be your Thursday evenings in the off-season here on Braves Country Radio. And on Friday night, you have to be a country club member, but we are going to bring you, it's a four-seam fastball, swung on and fouled back. It's 0-2. On Friday night, we're giving you what we call Braves Country Theater. We're going to do Braves games. We're going to do a lot of different teams. You're going to have to be a member to come into the turnstile, but we're going to relive some of the great games of the past. Give them to you pitch by pitch, play by play, kind of react to it, talk about what was going on at that time, not just in the game, but what was going on all around the land. You got a 1-2 count. The first one is going to be when Sid slid, and that'll be Friday. I believe it's November 7th. We'll come on the air. I believe we have that slated for about 7 p.m. 1-2 count. Up top. You go around. He did not. 2-2. Kind of gets you to kick off your weekend and crack you a cold one. It's going to have one of those types of vibes to it. We're just going to enjoy the great game of baseball. The 2-2 swung on, chopped back to the mound. Slayton got it, underhands it, flips it to first, 2 away. So essentially, what I'm getting out of Brian Bayo start was that if he was cruising, he was doing well, he was going to be able to stay in. But the first sign of trouble, the Red Sox, especially in a tie ball game at that point, and I really don't hate the strategy, but it's an interesting strategy. He went out there, got aggressive, and is treating this like an elimination game because he doesn't want a Game 3 in the Bronx tomorrow. He wants to come in and sweep the Yankees before they ever have a chance to wake up. Trent Grisham takes the 0-1 four-seamer. Misses high and out of the zone, 1-1. Grounded out to left field his first time, or flew out to left field his first time out. Grounded out to fielder's choice his second time up. 34 home runs on the year. The curveball is in the dirt. 2-1. I think we finally got it synced up the way it's supposed to be. Takes a while with the 4-letter. 2-1 count. Judge stands on deck. The pitch just misses outside. 3-1. He's in danger of walking Grisham. You got to figure Grisham's going to get something to hit here. The last thing he wants to do is walk one to get to Judge. 3-1 pitch. Down below the knees, ball 4. So the four-seamer missed altogether, nowhere near the zone. And the Yankees keep the inning alive with the Trent Grisham 2-out walk. Of course, the managing search begins for the Atlanta Braves as they got the news today that Brian Snitker officially stepped down. First pitch on the way is a sweeper, swing and a miss. It's 0-1. I know a lot of folks thought I was probably Coco Bananas when I started talking about that 3-4 months ago, but I just did not think he was coming back. And I really don't think it was necessarily up to him. I think there was probably some hard conversations, and he just said, you know what, let someone else have a try. The 0-1 four-seam fastball's fouled back out of play. It's 0-2. He'll get an advisory role this year, so he'll finish 50 years, and I would tend to think opening day he's going to get a chance to get his flowers, as they say, get a standing ovation, come out there. Is he 0-2 in the dirt? 1-2. Question now becomes, who do they turn to? Now, he didn't have a contract, Adam. You're asking about if they fired? No, they didn't fire him. He didn't have a contract, and they're looking at it as, or they're announcing it like it was his decision, but I don't buy it. 1-2 in the dirt. Ball gets away. Here comes the throw down to second base, and Grisham will be safe, and the go-ahead run stands at second base in scoring position. Bouncer in the dirt just went underneath his legs. Narvaez scrambling to get the ball by the time he found it. Trent Grisham with good speed, head first slide. So deuce is wild here, a 2-2 score. 2 outs, runner at second, and a 2-2 count to the number 2 hitter, Aaron Judge. He steps out of the box. Slayton looks in. The right hand brings it. Swing lifts it into left field. Coming over, making the sliding attempt is Duran. He drops the ball. Here comes the throw to second, and the New York Yankees have taken a 1-run lead. Have to see what happened there. He was leaning forward to make the catch, and he just misplayed it. I think they'll probably give him a base hit and an RBI because of the difficulty of the play, but I guarantee you Duran would tell you he should have had that. It was going to be a tough play. It wasn't an easy play by any stretch of the imagination. Just off the glove, off the bottom of his glove as he was backhanding it, running towards the foul line and in. And it's 3-2. That'll be it. We're going to get a pitching change. We'll be back in a flash. Yankees and Red Sox, another classic here in the Bronx.
Right.
What sound is that?
A dinosaur.
A what?
Dinosaur.
It's a what?
Dinosaur.
Make the sound again.
Right.
Oh, you talking about them things from Jurassic Park?
Hey, I got a quick question for all the Caucasian homies out there. Cottage cheese?
You know what? Fair enough. Good question. I've got a follow-up question.
Chitlins?
But even Finley's championship A's couldn't draw 1 million fans a year. All across the American League, attendance figures lagged behind the harder-hitting National League. In 1973, to remedy that imbalance, Finley and other owners pressured the American League to try an experiment, the designated hitter, which allowed a better-hitting player to bat for the pitcher without removing that pitcher from the game. Everybody adopted the designated hitter. Everybody but the oldest organization in professional baseball, the National League. From then on, the national pastime would be played under 2 sets of rules.
I remember 1972, before Bowie Kuhn and Charles Finley took bat out of my hand for good. Didn't allow me to hit. Lolich had me 0-2, and I moved up on the box, to take away his curveball. New Freehand saw me do it, so Lolich tried to bust me inside with a fastball, or so I was guessing, and he did. And I hit a line shot to right field, and Al Kaline, who was the ancient mariner of their ball club, is already a statue. He came in, the ball went under his glove, rounded first, rounded second. I came around third, and it would have been an inside the park home run for sure, but I had never been there before. And I'm looking for Popowski, and if people know the Red Sox, Popowski's only 3'6", and I couldn't pick him up in the crowd, but he was way down the line waving me home, and I came around third and I couldn't pick him up, and I slowed up. Finally he held me up, or would have had inside the park home run. That was my last at bat in a Red Sox uniform.
Welcome back. First pitch misses. Down below the zone for ball, it's 1-0. The 1-0. Down and again. It's ball 2, 2-0. Lefty-lefty matchup. Bellinger, the batter. Takes the 2-0 down and away. Ball 3, 3-0. Runner at first, and Aaron Judge. Yankees lead it 3-2. Matz finally brings a strike in here. 3-1. The 3-1 pitch. Check swing went around, full count. Full count. Rocks and fires. Swing. Chops it over towards third. Shortstop hole. Bregman has it. Fires it across the diamond and gets him by maybe a quarter step. So a great play by Bregman. He had a hard time getting it out of his glove. We'll go to break. The Yankees lead it by 1. The Red Sox try to return the favor.
I don't know who needs to hear this today, but whatever you're going through is going to get better. It's probably going to get worse before it gets better, but it will eventually get better. Or it won't. You may be...
The whole Met team waving their outfielders in. Here's Rick Camp with a game on the line. 2 outs and no one on base.
Well, they could go to another pitcher, but in 18 innings, they've used just about everybody.
No, the only 3 guys left are Bedrosian, Perez, and Zane Smith. There's a strike 0-2.
So they've researched that. And they figure that Camp is the best hitter of the 3 left.
It'll be an 0-2 pitch. And he is at the deep left. Heat goes back. It is gone. Holy cow. Oh, my goodness. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. Rick Camp. Rick Camp. I don't believe it. That certifies this game as the whack, wild, most improbable game in history.
Nobody can believe it. Camp makes it 11-11, his first Major League homer.
I mean, unbelievable.
There was a time, according to Jim Lefevre, when he was playing with the Dodgers, and they had the great pitching staff, particularly Koufax and Drysdale. And they were sitting around early in the season going down the whole National League. And they were trying to figure out how to pitch to these guys. And they'd say, Banks, well, pitch to Banks this way. And Mays, pitch to him that way. And Eddie Matthews, low and away. They finally came to, someone said, Henry Aaron. Dead silence in the Dodgers clubhouse. And finally a voice piped up and said, make sure there's no one on when he hits it out.
Welcome back, y'all. We're here in the Bronx. As Trevor Story digs in. Lefty-righty matchup as Carlos Rodon goes back out there for inning number 6. Pitch number 71 is a slider down and in. 1-0. Story, 1 for 2, a single with 2 RBIs. 1-0. In the dirt, good take, 2-0. Trevor Story batting .429 on the series. The 2-0 pitch, swing! That ball's belted high and deep. Going back on the track. Zip, boom, bam, it's gone! Ram-a-lamma ding-dong. A solo shot. And Trevor continues to tell his story. Wowza! 3-3 your score. A hanger, a banger, and he smacked it over the track to tie it at 3-3. First pitch on the way is a 4-seam fastball, high and out of the zone. To Alex Bregman, who's batting .333 in the series, 0 for 2 tonight. It's 1-0. The 1-0. Rodon brings it down and away. 1-1 count. Oh, 2-0 count, excuse me. Outside wide sinker misses. So now you got 3-0 count to Bregman. Standing on deck is Gonzalez. Narvaez in the hole. The Red Sox had just tied this puppy up. The 3-0 pitch. High and out of the zone, ball 4. So he'll head on down to first. Man, that was one of those hangers. Cement mixer thrown by Rodon. He knew at the moment he clocked it that it was not coming back. And it looks like Aaron Boone's coming out there. This might be the end of it for Rodon. This will be interesting. Open up the phone lines in New York. No, Boone is actually going out there to talk to him. Thought he was coming out there to get him, but it looks like he's just going out there to get him. But you don't see that a lot from managers nowadays. Usually the manager, when he comes out, it's over. But you will see Boone. You will see Boone go out there from time to time to try to get a feel for it. And you know, you get that he wasn't a pitcher, but he was a player at the highest level here on this very field. There does appear to be some movement in the Yankee bullpen. It's the first pitch on the way. Off that encounter on the mound is swung on and chopped foul by Romy Gonzalez. It's 0-1. 0 for 2 on the day, hitless in the series. Lefty-righty matchup, runner at first. Nobody out. The 0-1, 95 miles an hour. He's bringing it. It's 0-2. Oh, 2 count. Pitch number 80. Down and in, change up. 1-2. It's not quite hitting his spots. They were aiming for the bottom outside of the zone with that changeup, and that one drifted down and in. The 1-2, another changeup in the dirt, same spot, 2-2. Two count. Swing, pops it up. Can of corn in the infield. Who wants it? Jazz has it. He'll make the catch. F4 on your scorecard, one away. First pitch on the way. Here in the at-bat for Narvaez. He swung on, chopped over to third. And that's going to be a 5-4-3 inning-ending double play. But not before the Red Sox tie it up with a solo shot. It's 3-3. We go to the bottom of the sixth.
I'm 32 years old with a $300,000 net worth.
That's really great. I'm 37 and I've got $22 in Kohl's cash. So, cool.
This is why so many owners of ball clubs are so freaking jealous right now of teams like the Braves. The Battery, which is basically the city they built around the new ballpark in Atlanta. So that area, not including the ballpark, made $59 million in revenue last year. Third largest revenue generating category for the team, and it grows on a 10% annual basis. And this is why most teams want to create real estate experiences where they can own essentially a small city, own all of the business around it, and really capitalize. For some people, moral of the story is the Braves are crushing it. For others, it's why you have jealous owners that are just sitting there and not necessarily spending on players because they're like, it's no fair. Look what the Braves are doing. They get to own a whole city, and I can't pull that off.
Armchair.
Y'all, I'm at the stage in parenthood where I finally understand why my parents were so upset when I didn't take that damn chicken out the freezer.
On February 23rd, 1960, a brass band played Auld Lang Syne, and 200 die-hard fans watched as a 2-ton wrecking ball, painted to resemble a baseball, began to demolish Ebbets Field in Brooklyn, home of the Dodgers from 1913 to 1957. Roy Campanella was given an urn filled with dirt from behind home plate, his home, for 10 years before a car accident ended his career.
We are in the Bronx. It's 3-3. The New York Yankees have grabbed the bats. Starting off the bottom of the sixth inning, lefty-lefty matchup. First pitch on the way to Uncle Ben. Ben Rice. There's a strike there at the knees. It's 0-1. The 0-1. They go around. They check down the third base line. Gabe Morales says no dice. Evens up the count, 1-0. Matt's back out there on the mound. The southpaw turns and delivers. Into the dirt. Change up. 2-1. 2-1 count. Brings it. Right there, good pitch. Change up on the outer edge. Buckled his knees, 2-2. Matt's sitting at 10 pitches. He's a former starter. So he could go quite a bit, but they do have a right-hander, Zach Kelly, warming up in the bullpen. The 2-2, swing. Fists it over towards third. Off-balance throw by Bregman. He'll make it interesting, but it'll be an infield single for Rice as he beats out the throw. The one hopper, a little wide of the bag, never would have gotten him anyways. Matt Rice is cooking today. He's 2 for 3 on the day. And that'll bring the big bat of Giancarlo Stanton to the plate. Always a threat to hit a home run, always a threat to hit into a double play. First pitch on the way, right there, change up at the knees. It's a 1. The 0-1, 94, just misses. 1-1. Pretty funny, John. The 1-1 count. Misses high, sinker, 2-1. Two 2-1 pitch right there on the outer edge, 2-2. Two, swing! That ball is hammered into left field, drifting over, making the catch. Just before the warning track is Jarren Duran. 1 away. Didn't quite get enough of that one. And that'll bring Jazz Chisholm to the plate. He's 0 for 2, a fly out, a foul out. 813 OPS in the regular season. Go along with 31 home runs. First pitch is a changeup to Jazz. It's 0-1. Double play would get Matz out of the jam. The Jazz does have good speed. The 0-1. Changeup inside, 1. 1-1 count. Swing and a miss, sinker, blew it right by him, 1-2. Yankees, Red Sox, storied rivalry. We're in the middle of another good rhubarb. The 1-2 in the dirt, blocks the plate. 2-2. Kept the ball in front of him. Good job by Narvaez. There's going to be a catcher that goes back to the traditional crouch, and he's going to win the Gold Glove every year. The curved ball is inside, misses, full count now. 3-2 count. Runner at first, 1 out. Standing on deck is Austin Wells. Yankees 3, Red Sox 3. Time is called by Jazz. I understand the idea of doing it when no one's on base, but when you got a guy on base, I'll never subscribe to the idea that it's okay to let balls go away. The payoff pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3. Got him with the heat on the outer edge. 2 down. Jazz looked back at the umpire to ask if it was in the zone. It was there. Couldn't connect. Looked like he was a touch in front of him. First pitch on the way to Wells is just off the plate for a ball. It's 1-0. Walked. An 0 for 1 on the day. 1-0. Swing, slaps it into left field. That's through for a base hit, and runners on first and second. 2 outs. Two on, 2 out. And Corey's going to come out there, and that's going to be it for Mats. So he'll hit the showers. We'll be back in a flash. 2 on, 2 out, bottom of the 6th. Yankees and Red Sox tied at 3. Does it get any better than this? On this date in 1880 at Strawberry Hill, located on the shores of Hull, Massachusetts, the first baseball game played at night takes place under artificial lights with teams made up of employees from the retail competitors of Jordan Mash and R.H. White. The contest, illuminated by the lights, faced on 3 wooden towers erected 500 feet apart from the Northern Electric Light Company, supplying the brightness of 90,000 candles. Ends in a poorly played 16-16 tie when the players need to catch the last ferry back to Boston. On this date in 1957, at Wrigley Field, Braves sweep the Chicago Cubs 23-10 and 4-0. In the opener, Frank Torrey crosses the plate in the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 6th, and 9th innings, tying a major league record for scoring 6 times in one contest. And on this date in 1965, anticipating the team's move to Anaheim the following year, owner Gene Autry, singing cowboy, announces the Angels will now be known as the California Angels, no longer Los Angeles, becoming the 2nd major league team named after an entire state, the first to change its moniker during the season. The franchise eventually uses a logo incorporating the Golden State and the team's iconic halo. And that's your Braves Country Radio on this date in baseball history. Find us on YouTube and Facebook today. Welcome back. We're playing the On These Dates from earlier this year, so when you see that in the corner of the OTD with the date on it, that lets you know what date that really was. First pitch on the way is a cutter down and away. It's 1-0. I'm doing so many of these games in the postseason, I didn't know how to have time to put those together. 1-0 count. Kicks and fires. Down and in. Sweeper misses 2-0. Zach Kelly. 6'3", 231-pounder. The cutter misses 3-0. He's out of Roanoke, Virginia. Played his college ball in Newberry, South Carolina. The 3-0 count. Right there. Cutter. 3-1. Made his major league debut with the Red Sox back in 2022. He's been with them ever since. He's thrown a total of 115 pitches on the major league level. The 3-1 pitch. Right there, cutter taken all the way by Volpe. He had the dramatic home run last night. Gave the early lead to the Yankees. Full count. Two outs. Payoff pitch, runners go. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Got him. On the half swing. We'll be back in a flash. The Red Sox will grab the bats when we return.
Should we start drinking now so we have a nice buzz when we get there? We're only going to Walmart.
Welcome back to another episode of the podcast. Today's guest
My radiator. Anything else? Thanks.
Bro, I ain't got to worry about my wife cheating. I got to worry about her driving like she got 9 lives, running her mouth like she's 6'4", and if she's actually ate anything today, or is she just still running off pure rage and caffeine.
I ain't nothing but an old country gal. You know, I like sitting outside, sitting by the campfire, drinking Coors, waving at neighbors, petting my dog, drinking some more Coors. It ain't nobody bothering you about nothing.
You better not be burning any trash over there.
You
armchair.
For 20 years, Henry Louis Aaron had been the quietest of superstars, self-assured, utterly reliable, intensely private. Born in Mobile, Alabama, seasoned in the Negro Leagues, he played brilliantly for the Braves, first in Milwaukee and then in Atlanta. But as the 1973 season drew to a close, he was suddenly the focus of even more attention than Roger Maris had endured 12 years earlier. He was just 15 home runs short of Babe Ruth's lifetime record of 714.
Please like and subscribe today, youtube.com/@BravesCountry. Welcome back. Three to three your score. We're in the top of the 7th inning. Boston Red Sox grabbing the bats. First pitch on the way, lefty-righty matchup, eating the batter. Rodon's still in there. That's better now. You'll find out why you can't win with the New York press. If Rodon gets clobbered in this inning, they'll say, you left him in too long. You can't leave him in. You got to pull him before the 7th inning. The 1-0 down and away, 2-0. Big differences between tonight and last night. Max Fried was already at 100 pitches through 6 innings. The 2-0, down and in, 3-0. So it's not always just how many pitches you've thrown, it's how many you've thrown in how many innings, and that's an incredibly high number, especially for a guy that doesn't normally throw more than about 100 at the most. 3-0, down and away, ball 4. So, here we go. Runner on first, nobody out. See what Aaron Boone decides to do here. Looks like he's going to stick with his man. He's at the top step. Jaron Duran, the batter, lefty-lefty matchup. First pitch on the way. 85 slider. Looks like it hit the top of the zone, but did not get the call. It's 1-0. You got Duran, and then standing on deck is Rafaela. So this could be his last batter if he doesn't get him. 1-0. Inside. 2-0. 2-0 count. Lefty, the pitch. Inside, almost gets him. Goes to the backstop. I think that'll be a pass ball because it hit the glove. Not sure what happened there. But Wells let it go to the backstop, and ball 3-0. The runner makes it all the way up to second base into scoring position. Take a look again. Yeah, that may be a wild pitch. He did have to reach quite a bit. I thought he had a better grip on that than he did. So we'll call it a wild pitch, the 3-0. Inside hits him, ball 4. He'll head on down to first. And I think Rodon's out of gas, man. I just think you got to go get him. Here comes Boone. I think that's exactly what they're going to do. I can't imagine they're going to go out there and let him go again. He's walked one. He's walked two now. I know it was a hit by pitch on the second one, but any way you look at it, I think his day is done, and it is. Big right-hander coming out. We'll introduce him when we return. 3-3, first and second. Nobody out here in the top of the seventh. Mac McGee.
And I, we're on the same team.
The Country Club for Braves Country Radio.
And we need more players. We need you to help us win the battle against hunger and poverty. You can sponsor.
Braves Country Radio.
Teamwork is what
The Country Club for Braves Country Radio.
it is all about. And that's why we need you. For just $15 a month,
Don't get greedy. Ask for $2.99.
you can sponsor a child just like
Braves Country Radio.
I've been able to really help,
Braves Country Radio.
and it feels so good. It's so easy. Just reach out now and start sending your love around the world.
The Country Club for Braves Country Radio.
To join our team, we really can bat 1,000.
Mac McGee.
Who's waiting for help? There's room on our team for you.
Fernando Cruz comes on. We saw him last night, 3.56 ERA. Runners on first and second, nobody out. Fernando Cruz, the big right-hander, kicks and fires. Raphael showing bunt, bangs it foul down the first base side. It's 0-1. Chops it into the air, bunt attempt. It's going to be, could put it in your scorecard as an L1. There's a little bunny bump pop fly that Cruz jumped on, one away. Runners got back in time. He might have been better off just letting that thing hit and see if he could turn a double play. But nonetheless, see Raphael's bunt attempt there. He was punching at it and got underneath it. You got to try to catch it and lay it down. First pitch, righty-lefty matchup. Return to the action. Runners on first and second. Nick Sogard takes the first pitch for a ball. It's 1-0. 1-0. Cruz came in last time, got 2 outs as the 1-0 pops it up. Left field. Underneath it is Bellinger, and there's quickly 2 down. He walked 1 and struck out 1 last night. So 4 outs total here in the postseason for Cruz. And Yoshida come to the plate. Masataka Yoshida, .266 batting average in the regular season, 4 home runs. Just 5'8". Out of Japan, righty-lefty matchup. The first pitch on the way is down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. 5 foot, 192 pounds. Anybody can play this game. Not many play it well. 1-0 count, runners at first, runners at second, 2 outs. It's a tie ball game here in the Bronx. The 1-0 pitch, outside, high and wide, slider misses, 2-0. Yoshida with just 188 at bats this season. Two-0 count. Brings it. 94, high and out of the zone. Four-seam fastball, ball 3-3-0. Standing on deck is Story. Yoshida on for Ref Snyder. The 3-0 pitch. 95, just smacks the outer edge, 3-1. Trevor Story on deck. He's 2 for 3 with the home run. So you got to figure he's going to get something to hit here because you don't want to load the bases with Story coming into play. In the hole is Bregman. The 3-1. Swing, fouls it away. And now it's a full count, so with 2 outs and runners on first and second, they'll be off to the races. Cruz comes set. Yoshida digs in. The payoff pitch. Swing! Slaps it up the hole, and that's going to be a diving stop by Jazz Chisholm. Running and sliding into the bases. Yoshida, he is safe! He is safe! And the bases are juiced. 2 outs. Good stop by Jazz Chisholm to keep that ball from going to the outfield, keeping it a tie ball game. Probably should have just stuck it in his pocket. The ball gets away a little further, it's going to be a run. They got bailed out a little bit because the ball hit the leg of Yoshida as he was going through the base. I don't know why these guys keep sliding head first into first. It does not get you there faster. Run through the bag. In fact, if he runs through the bag and that ball goes the way as it did on that bounce, he's going to end up accidentally kicking that ball, and the Red Sox would have a lead. We saw that earlier today in Game 1 we did. I don't know why. The fundamentals are fading away from the game, but that's just common sense. If you have to slow down to stutter step to do the slide, you're going to get there faster if you just run right through the base. We're taught that as a kid. Bases loaded, 2 outs. The first pitch on the way. Off the plate to Trevor Story. It's 1-0. 1-0. That and the catcher's not crouching. I'm going to die on those hills. The 1-0. Swing, pops it back foul. 1-1. Especially like right now. You've got the go-ahead run at third base. The idea that you don't have your catcher crouching is madness to me. And I'm not getting on Wells individually. They all do it. The 1-1. Ball in the dirt, almost cost him right there. Splitter. Luckily, he was able to knock it down. 2-1. Speak of the devil. They will all sit there and tell you it's because it helps him frame the pitch better. Thought the idea was to keep runs off the board. The 2-1 count. Swing lifted. High and deep into center field. Going back on the track. Making the catch at the warning track for a loud out number 3. Cruz pumps his fist. They head to the dugout. We head to the bottom of the 7th inning. Yankees will grab the bats when we return. Get up and stretch. Welcome back. We are heading to the bottom of the 7th inning here in Yankee Stadium. Red Sox 3, Yankees 3. Another classic brewing in this long storied rivalry. And once again, that Yoshida headfirst slide, that I honestly think that might have cost him something there. If he runs through that, I'm telling you, one of his feet's going to kick that ball, and because it's on accident, the run's going to score. Sometimes it's better be lucky than good, and that was very fortunate bounce for the Yankees. Story gave that sucker a ride that last out of the inning, but it died right before the warning track. I'd say the wind maybe knocked that down, but he hit it to the deepest part of the park. I can tell you right now, I don't know, but I know Red Sox fans don't like this Cruz guy. He was pumping his fist. First of all, where's his hat? He's pumping his fist, doing a Hulkamania type thing as he heading to the. First of all, you're the one that put all those guys on the base, so don't act like you put out the fire. Those guys always get me. The ones that, yeah, that was me. You mean the guy that loaded the bases? All right, then. We head to the bottom of the 7th, and the Yankees trying to win Game 2 to force a Game 3. First pitch on the way is a sinker right there for a strike. Whitlock now in for the game. It's 1-0. The 6th pitcher used for the Red Sox tonight, the 1-0 swing and a whiff, sinker on the inner hands. 1-1 count. Swing, chops it foul. Change up. 2. These two teams first met in 1903. The Boston Americans beat the Highlanders 6-2. Later be known as the Red Sox and the Yankees. 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3 underneath the hands. 1 away. They have met a total of 2,324 times. Yankees have won 54% of the games. 54% in the regular season. They are tied at 12 apiece in the postseason. Changeup off the plate to Trent Grisham. It's 1-0. 1-0 count right there at the knees. This is the 6th meeting in the postseason between the two, but of course the most famous one is 2004 as the changeup is rolled foul 1-2. The Yankees blew a 3-0 lead, 3 games to nothing lead, becoming the first team ever in baseball history to do such. Red Sox would come back, win the next 4 games, and win their first World Series at the time since 1918. The season before they traded Babe Ruth. Slider on the way, swung on. That ball is pelted down the right field line, but foul. Hooking foul quickly. It's 1-2. Looks like Aroldis Chapman's warming up in the bullpen for the Red Sox. Can't imagine you bring him in now. It might be if they get the lead in the 8th. He might just be kind of the 1-2 swung on. That ball's right down the right field line. Cutting it off is Eaton. He'll fire it into the infield, but it's going to be a 1-out double for the Yankees. ball was into the corner. Grisham is now in scoring position. He is the go-ahead run with Aaron Judge coming to the plate. I was thinking of Aaron Boone back in the 03 ALCS, which at the time that was the most famous one. It was a year later that they blew the 3-game lead. First pitch on the way to Aaron Judge is chopped foul. It's all one. The first time they met in the postseason was in '99. And if you're wondering why, well, they didn't have the ability to meet in the postseason until they expanded the playoff field. The 0-1, swing and a miss, slider. 0-2. Of course, there were a lot of games in the rivalry prior to that felt like playoff games, play-in games, postseason games, however you want to call them. Like the famous Bucky Dent home run. 0-2 count to Judge. Red Sox 3, Yankees 3. The pitch on the way. Caught looking, strike 3, punched him out on the outer corner. Backwards K in the scorecard. Big second out there for Whitlock and the Red Sox. They'd faced in the wild card round one other time. That was in 2021 where the Red Sox beat the Yankees. Remember, that was back when it was an all-in wild card game. There's the first pitch on the way. It's a swing and a miss changeup. It's 0-1. Bellinger, the batter. The 0-1. Looks in, kicks and fires. Up top. Looked like it grabbed the top of the zone. Did not get the call there. One count. Swing! Hammers it foul down the first base line. The 1-2, swung on, pops it up. Who wants it? Coming in. Eaton's got it. Underneath it. He'll make the catch, and that'll end the inning. We'll go to the 8th inning, and you know what that means on Braves Country Radio.
106 miles from Chicago. We've got a full tank of gas, half a pack of cigarettes. It's dark, and we're wearing sunglasses. Hit it.
It's happy hour.
When wins become losses and losses become wins.
You guys going to happy hour? Yeah? Yeah, I'll come for a couple. Just a couple, though. Not like last time.
When buying a beer, don't make this mistake. Buying only one beer can cause a misalignment in your spine due to the uneven weight distribution. This can cause unnecessary back pain and potential spine issues. To prevent this, carry 2 beers, ensuring your body is balanced and proper health maintained.
Okay. Get it!
Afternoon, everybody.
Put my pants on, one leg at a time.
Guess what? I got a fever, and the only prescription is not...
Ladies and gentlemen, we interrupt our program of dance music to bring you a special bulletin from the Intercontinental Radio News.
You're in Braves country.
Everybody drink a beer. Salute.
They're making it laws where you can't drink when you want to. Pretty soon we're going to be communist country.
Oh, yeah? I mean, the Lord. You gotta understand it. We're on a mission from God.
If you want to stop me, you're gonna have to kill me!
Welcome back. Your dreams are your ticket out. Arguably the greatest theme song in the history of television. Three to 3 your score. And here we go. Top of the 8th inning. It's all tied up in the Bronx. First pitch on the way from Devin Williams. He's a changeup outside wide. It's 1-0. He has had his struggles this year. Formerly the closer of the Milwaukee Brewers, he was lights out. He's coming over to put the pinstripes on. He's got a 4.79 ERA. Changeup misses outside wide, 1-1. I don't know how. I don't know why teams don't learn, but never make a trade with the Brewers. The 1-1 count. 94 outside wide, 2-1. That's right. That's right, Fisher King. 2-1 count. Three and 1. Four-seam fastball. Can't find the zone. I think it's kind of funny. Last night I noticed it. MLB Network was on in the background here in our studio, and I noticed that they were doing the Greg Maddux documentary. It's 3-1. Changeup smacks the outer edge. Full count. Tonight, they now have the A's one on, but a little while ago it was the one about Freddie Freeman. I was like, man, they're just trolling Braves fans. They know we're not in the postseason. Why not put some Braves stuff on? The 3-2 swung on, smacks it up against the screen. Over the tarps down the left field line. We'll do it again. Full count to Bregman. Righty-righty matchup. Williams delivers. Swing! That ball's hammered down the third base line once again. Once again, same spot. This time hit a little harder. Smacked up against the screen, just over the tarps. Payoff pitch. Swing! That ball's hit into left field. And that ball's going to get down for a base hit. Changeup that didn't change, and Bregman gets the Red Sox started here in the 8th inning with the leadoff single. Good play by Bellinger out there to cut the ball off and get it back into the infield quickly. So it's a leadoff single for Boston. Daniel Lowe now comes to the plate. Righty-lefty matchup. He's hitting for Romy Gonzalez. The first pitch on the way. High, four-seam fastball. It's 1-0. Expect him to stay on to play first. 18 home runs on the year from the left-handed bat. 1-0. 95 right down the pipe. 1-1. If New York comes back and wins this game, Game 3 here tomorrow night. Same bat time, same bat channel. The 1-1 swing fouls it away. They haven't officially announced that time, but I would think because there's two other games definitely going to a Game 3, you'll probably get somewhere around the 6 o'clock range. If the Dodgers finish off the Reds tonight, you may see it get pushed back a bit. The 1-2, high and out of the zone. 2-2. 2-2 count. Kicks and fires. Swing, chops it up the middle. Come back to the mound. The throw is made by Williams. He'll fire it to second. High throw. Corralled by Volpe. Good play. He'll fire it off his front foot to first base, and that'll execute the twin killing. Bad throw by Williams, but a great defensive grab by Volpe. He was able to get the ball at the top of his jump, still find the bag, and throw it to first in plenty of time. So that'll wipe the bases clean. First pitch is a changeup down and away. It's 1-0. Up, evens up the count, 1-1. Eaton stands on deck. Duran in the hole. 1-1, swing, fouls it away. 1-2. One-two count. 17th pitch of the inning for Williams. In the dirt, changeup misses. Evens up the count, 2-2. So he's gone changeup, four-seamer, back to the changeup. The 2-2. Swing, fouls it back, 96 miles an hour, just a touch behind that one. Two count, top of the 8th. 3-3 your score. Williams delivers. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Narvaez loses the bat. And the battle will be back in a flash. Bottom of the 8th we go. The Yankees, it's their turn to grab the bats.
What?
I know you drink a lot, but what the heck?
What do you mean?
Look what you had me for lunch yesterday. Half a taco from dinner last night. A hot dog bun. A whole thing of Greek yogurt.
Oh God, I'm sorry.
A piece of lettuce, a strawberry, a raw egg, and a fat carrot.
Oh my God. Would you just go get dressed for school?
I tell you, I never thought I'd get a chance to do this right here. This is about the 4th inning I went. This game's kind of dragging on a bit. I wouldn't blame them if they found out, that it's going to be a little bit longer and they went on to bed. I appreciate y'all staying. It means the world to me. People all the way up in the upper deck, people down here in the lower bowl, man, I love y'all so much. I'm so proud to be a St. Louis Cardinal for this long and to win 200 games the other day with everybody supporting me. It was a dream come true. The first one's called Hey Y'all, and it's all about growing up in the South. It's all about good manners and sitting up straight and respecting your elders, and I hope you like it. Let's play it for him, Gary.
300 writers who had largely ignored him till now began traveling with the team, determined to be on hand when he broke the record. But at season's end, his total was still one short of tying Ruth Smart. The pressure from the media and the fans continued all winter long. I was a prisoner in my own apartment, he said. I lived like an outcast in my own country. At one point, he was receiving 3,000 letters a day, most of them unsigned. I don't want them to forget Ruth, Hank Aaron said. I just want them to remember me.
We head to the bottom of the 8th inning here in Yankee Stadium. A 3-3 tie, one of the most storied rivalries in all of sport. First pitch on the way to lead us off is swung on and banged hard down the right field line. Ben Rice, the batter. Whitlock, the pitcher once again. It's 0-1. Whitlock, 17 pitches into the outing. The 0-1. Swing and a miss, 95 upstairs. 0-2. 0-2 count. The 0-2 pitch is a slider in the dirt. Did not offer 1-2. Sinker. Swing, fouls it away. We'll do it again. The 1-2 drops a slider, just misses the zone, evens up the count 2-2. The 2-2 pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3. Got it with the changeup just off the outer edge. Strikeout starts the 8th inning for the Red Sox and the Yankees. Will turn to the big bat of Giancarlo Stanton. Just put a poll up in the chat. See who you're pulling for. Is it the Yankees? Is it the Red Sox? First pitch on the way. Swung on. Fouled straight back. It's 0-1. Thank you for spending your Wednesday evening here in Braves Country Radio. We're back tomorrow no matter who is playing. This game takes precedence, so if this game goes, or this series goes to a game 3, we'll build our day around that. You got the Cubs and Padres. You've got the Cleveland-Detroit series is the 0-2. Swing, rips it up towards short. Story fires it over to first. Romy's got it. 2 down. Peter's giving me PTSD over here talking about Bryce Elder. Why are you going to bring up that stuff? We're having a good time watching a good old-fashioned ball game. We got to talk about the pitching woes of the Atlanta Braves. First pitch on the way. It's a swing and a miss. Jazz Chisholm, it's 0-1. Jazz 0 for 3 on the day, 0 for 4 in the series. Chapman looks to be warm in the bullpen, the 0-1. Change up in the dirt. Garrett Whitlock, the former starter, his 28th pitch of the night. Change up off the outer edge, just misses to him. You got Wells on deck. Volpe in the hole. 0-1. 2-1, fouled back. 2-2. Chapman continues to stay loose in the pen. The 2-2 high and out of the zone. Ball 3-3-2. They'd love to get through this inning and not have to use Chapman, but the same token, the last thing you want to do is to have this tie broken. So a big pitch here for Whitlock and the Red Sox. The payoff pitch, swing, chops it foul down the line. We'll run it back once again. Payoff pitch. Nobody on, 2 out. Whitlock cannot find the zone, ball 4. So Jazz will head on down to first with good speed. It looks like there's going to be a powwow on the mound, but Cora's not coming out there. So it appears that it's going to be the pitching coach, Andrew Bailey. So they're more just going to go over strategy, probably to give him a breather as well. But Wells, who can go yard, 21 on the year. Set to face Whitlock, 32 pitches in. Runner at first, 2 outs. The game is tied. Whitlock flips it over to first to keep Jazz close by. Red Sox 3, Yankees 3. Series 1-0 Boston. All 3 games will be played here in New York, but the Yankees can force it. Game number 3. The pitch on the way from Whitlock, right there, locks him up. Did he go around? He did not, says third base umpire Gabe Morales, as Alex Cora gives a long stare from the dugout. Walk at a single to his credit, Austin Wells. 712 OPS on the year. The 1-0. Outside, wide, ball 2, 2-0. Volpe is on deck. McMahon in the hole. I don't think there's any way he sees McMahon. But it would be interesting if he were to walk here. As the 2-0 swing. Hammers it down the first base line, but foul. Into the corner. Took a right turn at Albuquerque. 2-1. Would he put Whitlock up against Volpe within the winning run, go-ahead run, into scoring position? The 2-0 misses high, ball 3. So a 3-1 count. 1 on, 2 out. The pitch on the way. Just went around, dropped the changeup. Man, did he pull the string on that one. Full count. That's the good news for the Red Sox. The bad news is it means Jazz Chisholm's going to be on the run. Full count, runner at first, 2 outs. Anything that gets down into the gap could be pay dirt. Whitlock looks in. Wells digs it. The payoff pitch. Swing! Pops it back. Foul will do it one more time. Jazz was off to the races. The payoff pitch, runner goes swing. That ball's hammered down the right field line. And that's a fair ball. It's off the wall. And Jazz is going to come around to score. He winds around, heads to home plate, head first slide. Safe! And the Yankees have taken a 1-run lead. Wow. If he doesn't get it to that full count, Jazz never scores on that. And the Yankees take a 4-3 lead here in the bottom of the 8th. Just beats the slide. Head first slide, good hustle by Jazz Chisholm, first pitch on the way, runner at first with 2 outs. And the pitch to Volpe is down and in. It's 0-1. Wells started to take the wide turn, but he slammed the brakes at first when the throw came in his direction. I was looking at that replay. I was thinking, man, if Lowe could have grabbed it and smacked Wells, he probably could have tagged him before he scored. The 0-2 pitch swung on. That ball's chopped through the infield, through for a base hit. And runners on first and second with 2 outs, and the Yankees keep the line moving. Two on, 2 out now. And it looks like this is going to be Whitlock's game, win, lose, or draw. As McMahon's the batter now. First pitch on the way, sinker. This is 1-0. I think it's a different story had the game still be tied. But it's the 1-0 up top. Misses 2. But they're going to try to keep from using Aroldis Chapman trailing here. The Yankees are threatening to blow this open. Trent Grisham's on deck. 2-0 swing, fouls it back. Aaron Judge is in the hole. I mean, that's a combined 87 home runs between the two of them, looming behind the number 9 hitter, McMahon, who has 20 in his own right now. Granted, quite a few of those came outside of Yankee Stadium. The 2-1 count. High and out of the zone, sinker. 3-1. First and second, 2 outs, a 3-1 pitch, ball 4, misses well inside. Whitlock, he's at 47 pitches. Looks like they're going to finally go get him. I mean, he is on fumes, and they have loaded the bases with the top of the order coming out. I guess Chapman's going to try to get him out of this. We'll see when we return, but it looks like he called for the left-hander. We'll be back in a flash. 4-3 New York. Don't go anywhere.
Smart? Yeah. Are you strong? Yeah. Are you brave? Yeah. Are you pretty? Yeah. Are you kind?
Not really.
Is there a reason why you're going through my phone?
Yeah, I'm trying to see who this little Miss Jumper Cables is. Wait, that's me! Why do you have me saved as that?
It's simple. You always start your
Hey Braves Country, this is Mac McGee with Braves Country Radio. We are bringing you pitch by pitch, play by play of your Atlanta Braves all year long. Please like and subscribe today. It's free, and it helps us bring you more of the game we all love. Braves Country Radio, your home for the classic call of Braves Country Baseball.
All right, time for bed.
Why hasn't that person spoken to you in a while? Is it because they hate you? Maybe everybody's saying bad things about you, and maybe they're trying to cancel you for something you didn't say or do. And what if a nuclear bomb goes off and you don't have enough food or water or weapons? And do you have a contingency plan? And do you have enough money for anything you might need? And maybe
it had a terrible sag in popularity for a while. No one was particularly interested in it. But it is, I think, at the deepest part of the American psyche, and that's why it's always been, our great game. Pastime is a funny word for it. It's not a pastime. It has to do with the spirit of the people.
You're listening to Braves Country Radio. Please like and subscribe today. YouTube.com/@Braves Country. Your home for the class. Welcome back. First pitch on the way is he hit the knees, but called for a ball down below the zone, I guess. It's 1-0. Trent Grisham, the batter. Bases loaded. 2 outs. Ducks all over the pond. Foul back is 1-1. Foul tipped into the glove of Nevias. The 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. 4-seam fastball. 1-2. It's Tolley, not Chapman, coming out of the pen for the Red Sox. He's trying to get that one last out. Aaron Judge looms on deck. The 1-2. 98. Woo! Doggy. He'll live to tell the tale. 2-2. If you got an NY on your cap, you're like, that is a ball. If you got a B, you're like, that is a strike. One of those 50-50s. The 2-2. Swing! Pops it up. Will it stay in play? Giving chase on the third base side is Bregman into the crowd. 2 away. Bases loaded. We'll do it again. We got a 2-2 count. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. Aaron Judge stands on deck. The 2-2 just misses. 97 outside, wide ball, 3-2. So now you got the bases juiced. 2 outs. The runners are going to be on the move, and Aaron Judge is looming in the on-deck circle. The payoff pitch, swung on, chopped over to second. It's going to be an easy 4-3 put out, and that'll end the inning. But not before the New York Yankees take a 1-run lead. We head to the 9th here in the Bronx.
You call me crazy like I didn't warn you. Yeah. Did you think I was just joking? Did you think I was just playing around? No, honey. We're not well.
Yeah, well, I just want to let you know that I heard that you've been talking some smack, and I just want you to know that I've been taking Taekwondo lessons in the back of the Walmart Supercenter, so if you don't want to get hurt, then you better stop.
I have a joke for you.
Okay?
The government is excellent and uses your tax dollars efficiently.
What is wrong with you? Are you talking like today or like in general?
I had a little cry earlier, and I had a big cry last night.
Yeah.
But I'm not crying now.
You're not?
And I think for that,
Yeah.
I'm doing so well.
It is up. It is away.
The explosion of baseball salaries is the result of 2 things coming to baseball rather late. 2 very American things: freedom and prosperity. Freedom. Baseball players are virtually the last American worker group that got the right to negotiate with their employers for their salaries by breaking up the reserve clause and getting arbitration and free agency. Wealth. Baseball is enormously popular. 55, 56 million people pay to get into ballparks every year. Not one of them buys a ticket to see an owner. I believe in the labor theory of value. The players are the labor. They create the economic value. They ought to get the lion's share of the rewards.
You're listening to Braves Country Radio, your home for the classic call of Braves Country Baseball. Welcome back. David Bednar is going to come on to try to close this thing out. 64 appearances, 62 2/3 innings, a 2.30 ERA. former Pittsburgh Pirate. 27 saves on the year. Righty-lefty matchup. First pitch on the way. Top of the ninth. Misses outside wide, 97 miles an hour. It's 1-0. Wilyer Abreu in for Eaton to lead off the ninth for the Red Sox. The 1-0. Outside wide curve ball, 2-0. Abreu, Duran, and Rafaela would be due up if we don't get any more pinch hitters. The 2-0. Drops a curveball at the top of the zone, 2-1. Two-one count. Swing and a miss, 98 miles an hour. Pumps it right by him, evens up the count at 2-2. New York trying to tie up this series. A best of three would give game 3 here tomorrow night. The 2-2. Outside wide. Full count. And all the games adjourned. We'll put up new cards for tomorrow. We don't know the times yet, but we'll update them tonight or tomorrow. But there will be baseball here on Braves Country Radio tomorrow. The pitch on the way, four-seam fastball, swing and a miss, strike 3. Blew it right by him, top shelf. One away. One out. And Jarren Duran. 1 for 2 on the day. First pitch is a curveball. Right there at the knees. Didn't like the call. So in 1, he's been hit by a pitch. A single to center. Trying to work his way aboard. Representing the tying run. The 0-1 swing. Fouls it back. It's over. 0-2. The 0-2. On deck would be Rafaela. Liscora goes to the bench. The 0-2 pitch. Outside wide. Did he go around? He did not. Four-seam fastball, 1-2. Guys still on the bench for the Red Sox. You still have Connor Wong. Hamilton with good speed as the 1-2's in the dirt, 2-2. Two count. Kicks and fires, down and in, ball 3, 3-2. So a full count now to Duran. Trying to work his way aboard with very good speed, representing the tying run. Red Sox lead the series 1-0, but trail the game by 1. The payoff pitch, swing, fouls it straight back. Out of play. Full count. Once again. Rafaela stands on deck unless there is a pinch hitter. The payoff pitch. Caught looking, strike 3, top of the zone. He doesn't like it. It was a very ticky-tack call. One of those ones you kind of have to swing the bat. It's too close to take to away. I'd say the pitch was framed well. It may have touched the zone, but nonetheless, you just can't take that pitch in that situation. It looked like it touched the very edge of the zone, and that's all it takes for a strikeout. Though down to their last out, Raphael will be the batter. Rafaela takes a swing and a miss at the curveball. It's 0-1. Rafaela 0 for 2 on the day. The walk, a run scored. The 0-1. Check swing went around, curveball in the dirt. 0-2. And the Red Sox are down to their final strike. Yankee fans are at their feet. Place is rocking. The 0-2. Swing! That ball's lifted high and deep into right field, going back on the track. Making the catch at the wall is Aaron Judge, and the New York Yankees tie the series up. What a series it has been. The third and final game, deciding game, right here on Braves country. Whatever time they decide to play that game, we'll be here. We'll figure out the rest when a lot of it has to do with what happens in Los Angeles tonight. But nonetheless, we'll be here for game number 3, and we'll bring you all the action tomorrow here on Braves Country Radio. Game ball. I think it's got to be Ben Rice's 2-run home run. Williams gets the win. Bednar gets the save. And the Yankees tie it up. We'll see you tomorrow night. KC at the bat by Ernest Lawrence Thayer. The outlook wasn't brilliant for the Mudville 9 that day. The score stood 4-2, but with 1 inning more to play. And when Cooney died at first and Barrows did the same, a pall-like silence fell upon the patrons of the game. A straggling few got up to go in deep despair. The rest clung to the hope which springs eternal in the human breast. They thought, if only Casey could but get a whack at that, we'd put up even money now with Casey at the bat. But Flynn preceded Casey, as did Jimmy Blake, and the former was a hoodoo while the latter was a cake. So upon that stricken multitude grim, melancholy sat, for there seemed but little chance of Casey getting to the bat. But Flynn let drive a single, to the wonderment of all, and Blake, the much despised, tore the cover off the ball. And when the dust had lifted and men saw what had occurred, there was Jimmy safe at second and Flynn a hugging third. Then from 5,000 throats and more rose a lusty yell. It rumbled through the valley, it rattled in the dell. It pounded on the mountain and recoiled upon the flat, for Casey, mighty Casey, was advancing to the bat. There was ease in Casey's manner as he stepped into his place. There was pride in Casey's bearing, and a smile lit Casey's face. And when responding to the cheers, he lightly doffed his hat. No stranger in the crowd could doubt 'twas Casey at the bat. 10,000 eyes were on him as he rubbed his hands with dirt. 5,000 tongues applauded when he wiped them on his shirt. Then while the writhing pitcher ground the ball into his hip, defiance flashed in Casey's eye, a sneer cooled Casey's lip. And now the leather-covered sphere came hurtling through the air, and Casey stood a-watching it in a haughty grandeur there. Closed by the sturdy batsman, the ball unheeded sped, "That ain't my style," said Casey. "Strike one," the umpire said. From the benches black with people, there went up a muffled roar, like the beating of a storm waves on a stern and distant shore. "Kill him! Kill the umpire!" shouted someone on the stand, and it's likely they'd have killed him had not Casey raised his hand. With the smile of Christian charity, great Casey's visage shone. He stilled the rising tumult. He bade the game go on. He signaled to the pitcher, and once more the dun sphere flew. But Casey ignored it, and the umpire said, "Strike two!" "Fraud!" cried the maddened thousands, and echoed answered, "Fraud!" But one scornful look from Casey, and the audience was awed. They saw his face grow stern and cold. They saw his muscles strain. And they knew that Casey wouldn't let that ball go by again. The sneer is from Casey's lip. His teeth are clenched in hate. He pounds with cruel violence his bat upon the plate. And now the pitcher holds the ball. And now he lets it go. And now the air is shattered by the force of Casey's blow. Oh, somewhere in the favored land, the sun is shining bright. The band is playing somewhere, and somewhere hearts are light. And somewhere men are laughing, and somewhere children shout. But there is no joy in Mudville. Mighty Casey has struck out. Casey at the Bat, Ernest Lawrence Thayer, published June 3rd, 1888. San Francisco Examiner.
Goodbye, sweetheart. Well, it's time to go. We're back tomorrow with another show. Well, unless we're fired, we'll talk to you then. Goodbye, sweetheart. Goodbye. Goodbye.
Guys and gals, it's time to go. We'll see you on the next show.
Same bat time, same bat channel.
It's closing time, y'all. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. Have a great one. On your way out, please like and subscribe, and don't forget to tip your favorite bartender. We'll see you. I'm Mac McGee, signing off for Braves Country Radio.